what happens at a track day in the UK. So I realised that I'm a racing fan, I'm a big F1 fan, I'm a sim racing content creator, and I've never been to a track day, and I've got no idea how they work. So I thought, well, why don't I make a video? Why don't I make a video figuring out how track days work? How do they actually work? How much do they cost? How do you book them? What are the rules? So I come here to Brands Hatch for a track day hosted by Javelin. And today, we're in amongst lots of noisy cars, and we're going to figure out how it all works. This video is made possible by Opera GX, the web browser built for gamers. It's got a dedicated sidebar with tons of useful features. In that sidebar, you'll find something called GX Control, which allows you to limit your CPU, RAM, and network usage to make sure you're saving your computer's power for your games. I actually know one of my mods struggles to run both F1 and Chrome at the same time, but GX Control would help fix his issues. Another thing in the sidebar is integrated messaging services like WhatsApp and Discord that allow you to use their services right in the browser without needing bookmarking or separate desktop apps. Just makes things a lot easier. It's just there, ready to go. One final shout out to that sidebar, and that's for GX Player, which allows you to use services like Spotify and Apple Music, again, right in the browser without needing separate apps. Really useful. One more thing that I think you guys will love, although not me, because I use light mode, don't hate me, is the ability to force web pages into dark mode. So when you browse to a web page that hasn't got a dark mode option, it will force that page into being dark, which I think is awesome. To add to all this, they've even got a mobile browser called GX Mobile, which allows you to connect to the desktop app and even send files from the desktop browser to the mobile browser, which I think is definitely really, really handy. Anyway, that's Opera GX, the web browser built for gamers. Download now with a link in the description. So before doing this track day, I genuinely didn't even know how to book a track day myself. I'd never booked one. I assumed you probably went to the track's website and booked them, but actually the one I did was actually hosted by Javelin Track Days. I presume they hire the track from Brands Hatch and then host the track days. So you can see on the website here, if I just go to upcoming events, they've got a big list of all the different track days they've got coming up. I'm actually filming this after the track day because I forgot to film myself booking it the first time. So you can see there's a big list here. Brands Hatch, for example, £152. I paid £129 for mine because it was in December. £152 includes just sort of going on the track and everything you need to do with that. You can have additional drivers, £30 each. You can also book instructions, which I didn't bother doing. You can also reserve a garage, which is £40. You can also get passengers, which are £10. You pay those on the day. But other than that, that's pretty much all you do to book. So you just put your information in and you pay, and that's it. And you just sort of turn up on the day. You do also get a briefing sent to you, which just sort of gives you an idea. They used to be on-the-day briefings, but during times of COVID, they no longer do kind of on-site briefings. You do it all text-based beforehand. So after booking, you're presented with some terms and conditions here, which you just have to enter your details into just to sort of confirm them. These are just sort of fairly standard stuff to sort of, exclude them from any liability. And you also get this little briefing at the bottom, which you have to tick to make sure you read and understood this. This is before you even read the booking or what you get at the same time as a briefing. So about checking in, about safety briefing, about doing the sighting laps, about what you need to wear, about how noisy your car needs to be. All fairly standard stuff. The only thing really that's super, super important from this, make sure you got covered arms and legs. You're not supposed to have bare, but they do say make an exception for arms during the summertime. Your car can't be louder than 105 decibels static and 92 decibels drive-by, so there's a limit there, but obviously if you're using your road car, that's definitely going to be under that, so it really applies to full-on track day cars. And then it just does go into sort of some on-the-track rules. So overtaking etiquette is another one that was new to me. So you can only overtake on the left-hand side when you're out on circuit. So that means if you want to let someone pass, you need to pull over to the right-hand side. Ideally use your indicators as well, which I mentioned here, because that just indicates to the car behind exactly what you're doing. About spins and instances as well, and it just gives you an idea of the flags. Again, if you're into racing, you already know all of these flags. None of those will be new to you. Nothing really here is too shocking, if you like, but they do just make you agree to this, just to make sure that everybody, this is the sort of core information that you absolutely need to understand. They also send you this briefing, which is a 6-page document, which sort of goes over again really everything that we just looked at there in the thing we had to sign and agree to. So you get the timing information there, and it just sort of tells you how to arrive, what to do, what clothing. Again, a lot of this is the same sort of stuff, but this is sort of a good thing because it's a PDF, it's a document, it summarizes it all. So you could print it off, you could keep it on your phone, but this kind of has all the information that you need as to what happens there. There's the flags again. So a lot of this stuff, it is in the bit that we just signed. Because they've sort of lifted it straight out of this. No how cameras is another one. So we'll go into that in a moment. But any cameras that are in the car need to be safely secured and even double tethered if it's a suction mount. Other than that, it's all fairly self-explanatory. And when you get to the track, they sort of introduce you quite nicely to it. So let's get into it. Okay, so we've just completed sign on here in reception. Very, very easy actually, just literally gave my name. She gave me a quick few instructions. We missed the sighting laps, but that apparently doesn't matter. We just basically just need to take it easy when we go out. So really, really simple. Show up, go in here, give her your name once you've already obviously done all the registration process before, and that's it. We get a wristband, we get a, I don't know what I've done with it, we can get a sticker to put in the windshield, and that's it. We can now go out on track. It's track day time. So here we go then, in the paddock of Brands Hatch. We've signed on. As you can see, people are already going around. Quite a simple paddock here. Basically just a car park today. Quite big spaces here. We've just parked right here. Cars in the background going back. It is a short layout today, so we'll be able to see actually most of the track from this side. Probably sort of 70% of the track we can see from here if there wasn't any cars in the way. Quite a few vehicles hammering around at the moment. Garages in the background here. There's a car in the background. Trying not to get run over here if I can help it. At least we're not out on track. But yeah, the garage is here. So as you can see, it's all completely open. We didn't hire a garage today, it was a little bit extra. Okay, it is time. I am gonna take my actual road car out on track. I'm a bit scared, but it's gotta be done. We're at a track day. You've gotta take it out for a spin. I've got no track insurance, bearing in mind that when you're a track day, your insurance is completely null and void. So if I bid it, my car's in the bin literally. So obviously gonna take it very, very easy. I'm only gonna do 3 laps just to get a feel for what it's like. Got the GoPro attached, you will be able to have some onboard shots. The other thing we have to do is we have to go and get it scrutineered down the end, which is basically a sound test. Obviously, this so happens to be an electric, it's pointless, but obviously the rules are the rules. The only other thing is you need to have the tow hook out, which we've now got, just in case obviously I do bin it, so they can tow it nice and easily. So that one's there, ready to go. The GoPro does also need to be tethered. You're not allowed any loose items in the car at all. The GoPro needs to have a secondary tether if you're mounting it with a suction cup, which is what we've done. So I'll just use some cable ties. It's nice and simple, just something, if it falls off, it's not gonna get under your pedals is the only idea. Other than that, as long as there's nothing loose rattling around in the car, I think you're ready to go. Let's head up now to scrutineering. Let's get on track. ID3. ID3.
That's one of them I've seen.
Is it?
Yeah. ID3, yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, there you go. Not a huge track day car, I'm not going to lie, but I'm only doing a couple laps. Okay, here we go, heading out of the pits now, hopefully. Not sure why these guys are stopped. Potentially some scrutineering. They do random scrutineering sometimes.
Is it your first time?
Yeah.
Have you ever been out before?
No, I do know the track, but I've not been out on the actual track, no.
What, by?
Sim racing, yeah.
It don't work that way.
No.
Listen, just go around nice and gently for the first few laps.
Yeah.
Just to suss it all out.
Yeah.
Any intimidation by people, I'm just saying, because it's going to be quick on the straights, which is good.
Yeah.
You done it, it's greasy.
Yeah, I'll take it very,
know what
very
I mean
easy.
by
Yeah. Okay, so they want to come on board with me because I haven't done a sighting lap this morning, so that normally in the morning they take you on a slow sighting lap to give you an idea of the track.
You're okay.
Yeah, okay, all right, spot on, thank you.
You're going to follow
Should be
Richard.
one of us
Okay.
in the pit
That
lane.
might help you,
Yep, okay.
all right?
If
Yeah.
you're more comfortable, if you want to wait for me, you can, or follow.
To be honest, I'm literally going to do a couple of laps, to be honest. I'm not going to do a big track day, obviously it's quite a new car and stuff, so I'm literally going to do, probably 5 laps total today. I was going to do 3
Just
now.
Remember, people only overtake on the left. Okay?
Yeah,
So-
stick to the right, yeah, lovely, thank you. Okay, here we go. So they ended up letting us go out on circuit. Taking it easy, not gonna push at all. Whoa, I tell you what, that's steep. Said I wasn't gonna push, put my foot down a bit there. That is so steep. Get your foot down a bit in the straight, sure, because there's nothing really can go wrong there, but I'm not here to go here. That guy's had a bit of a slide. Check where I can turn in, there was nobody there, nice and easy. Put my foot down in the straight. It's an electric car, so we'll go some in the straights. We're in 70 there. Nice and slow now though, nice and slow. This is cool. I've driven this a lot on the sim. Never in real life. I'm not going to put a foot down fully here, I'm going to let people go past me. Oh, I'll tell you what, you really feel the undulation there. Get the foot down in the... Oh, I'm only going to do a couple laps, but I can actually keep up with these guys in the straights. got a foot down here. There you go. Look, I'm pretty much keeping up with him in the straights, would you believe? Right in the straight. So I'm gonna get my foot down this straight because there's less cars around me this time. Car having a little bit of wobble there. I don't want to get my foot on too hard though because it is still a bendy straight. It's not a completely flat straight. There you go. All right. Get the foot down. That's 90. I'm gonna back off really early. Really, really early. And there's people behind me. I'm gonna let these guys go just so I can give it one more welly. Down this next little straight before we come in. It's just a little short little run. I'll tell you what, this does make me want to push a bit, but I'm not going to do it. This is my real car, guys. Get the welly down on the straight just for one final time. And I tell you what, I pretty much keep up with these guys in the straights, would you believe? Get the welly down in the straights, why not? This does make me want to push the limits, but there's no way. I would love to do this though in a bit more of a serious way. We're going to stick right here and we're going to come into the pits now. There you go, just a couple of laps. No insurance, of course, on a track, so just a couple of laps. Oh, there we go. That was good fun. I really enjoyed that. That was certainly an experience. It was cool to be out on the circuit for sure. I'm shaking a little bit. That was pretty intense, but tell you what, I was able to keep up with them in the straights. I had to sort of let them through a lot of the time. When I give it some welly, I was keeping up with them a lot of the time. Electric car, good in the straights, but I was taking it so easy in the corners, but it's so easy to overdo it. So easy to overdo it, especially into turn one here. It's pretty quick. When you do sim racing, you know it's quick. I know the track layout, but it's a road car. You sort of lose, on the road. I was doing 90 down the straight at one point, 90 miles an hour. And you sort of, because it's a track, you lose kind of some concept of speed. On the road, you have lanes. Even lanes are enough that makes you feel like it's narrow. You feel the speed on the road. On the track, you don't. You've just got this huge, wide surface that you can do whatever. Yeah, so not too hot into turn one, but I did have to make sure that I was like, right, go way slower than you think you have to go, which was definitely the right thing to do. No problems in the corners, but it did make me want to do this more. I have to say, it's quite addictive. I really enjoyed that, and it did make me want to get out there again, start pushing the limits, maybe get in a proper race car and give it a go. So very addictive, but very, very fun. Even though it was only 3 laps, I took it easy, but that was proper fun, proper fun. Okay, so I thought I'd just give you guys an idea of just sort of what it's like really just generally in the day when you're not out in the car, when you're not out on track. And as you can see, there's constantly cars going around. It's quite busy. I'm guessing, I don't know, it's between 30 cars-ish on track, I would suggest. And people just going round and round and round. Generally, it's quite incident-free. We've had a couple of spins, a couple of red flags, but for the most part, it's just this noise the whole time. It's just cars. There's all kinds of different cars here. You do get some more of the sort of racing track day cars. You get some totally stock cars. I mean, mine was completely stock. There's a few Yaris GRs here, which are fairly stock, but it's pretty quick on the track. BMW there's a Mini there with a wing on it. You get all kinds of variety of cars, but there's no real hardcore racing cars. There's no like GT3s or F3s or anything like that. There's no real serious race cars. There's a few track day cars and a few regular cars, but that just gives you an idea of kind of what you get. And remember, to be here right now, you don't need to buy anything. And I'm sure there's a limit to how many spectators they'll have turn up, but you don't actually need to do anything. We could be here completely free of charge, just here to watch. And actually, it's a cool experience. We're at Brands Hatch. We're watching cars go around the track. Okay, it's not racing, but it's just cool. It's cool to be here. The sights, the smells. The weather's okay. It's 10 degrees. It's December. It's not that warm, but it's not too bad. And it's just fun. I'm genuinely really enjoying this. I've never been to a track day before, and I'm genuinely just enjoying just being here. Because it's just nice to be around, when you're a motorsport fan, it's just nice to be at a track around cars going around. It doesn't always have to be racing. It doesn't always have to be Formula One. It doesn't always have to be anything. It's just cool. brilliant.
For the video, mate. Double beanie. Nice TBM logo on the front.
Is this part of the brand guidelines? You've got to wear 2 beanies?
Yeah.
Right.
You look like Dappy.
Amazing.
Hello, Alex. This is nice and natural. Would you like to go in my car?
Yes, please.
Lovely. Done.
My mate's got one of those. I know it's a bit of a beast. I can't say no to that.
Yeah.
As long as you promise not to bin it. I don't want to die. Other than that, yes, please.
You haven't heard my track record, have you? Come on. Let's go.
So, Tom Brooks has just invited me out for a passenger lap in his Yaris GR. I know it's a bit of a beast. One of my friends has got one himself. And it's hard to say no to a passenger lap in that thing. Hopefully we'll be able to see some real speed in this one. Let's do it. I'm just trying to think of my last words. Yeah, yeah, all right, that's good, that's perfect. So watch out.
Well, last one, did you get run over by an MX-5?
Oh my God.
Pushing a bit.
Absolutely nuts. Yeah, it's nuts through there. Jeez, nothing. This feels like a different world to my car.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
Jeez. You can see why people love this car now.
Oh yeah.
My God.
It grips, doesn't it?
That's insane. I was impressed with my mate's car on the roads, but this is a different beast.
Just need to get this slow coach out of the way. Come on.
Move over. Jeez.
Just dawdling on the racing line.
Yeah.
Come on. That catering's right up my chuff.
I reckon even I was going quicker than that. Yeah, look at that absolute gaggle ahead, look.
Traction control.
Off.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I can think of a few reasons, but it's not my car.
What's the worst that could happen? Turn it back on, actually.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Whoa. God, jeez. It sort of wiggles a bit, but it still grips.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuts.
It's good. It's confidence inspiring, really.
Yeah, well, probably too much so, if anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a bit too fast. Come on.
Square it off.
Give me grip, give me grip, give me grip.
There it is.
There
Yeah.
she goes.
The tighter line's the one, isn't it? There's too small a track in it for a
It is,
high-powered car. Like, it's perfect for this car.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
You like that?
Yeah. I bet you're glad you bought this car now.
Oh, yeah. Can you tell why?
Amazing. That's stupid how much grip it's got.
Isn't it?
I'm alive! I'm alive! It's a miracle! Oh, mega. Mega. It's a serious bit of kit, this. Yeah, that was really good fun. That was a totally different experience when I was driving. Wasn't excessively quick on the straights. He got up to 110 down the straight. I was doing 90 down the straight. Through the corners, obviously, he's got track day insurance, so he's all right, but he was giving it some, and yeah, I think it was half driver, half car. But this thing is a different world to what I was driving. I think, although it was good fun in my car, I think to do one of these days properly, I think you need not necessarily a full-on track day car, but something like this. Whew, jeez. So that is our track day at Brands Hatch. Pretty much finished. And you see, still a few cars go around the track. We're starting to lose the light. As is December, the track day ends as soon as the light is gone. So we thought we'd film a little outro here as we're heading home very, very soon ourselves. I've really enjoyed today. It's been really good fun. It's been so nice, especially in December, when there's no real racing to watch on TV, no seasons going on, all the seasons are finished. It's nice to be in amongst cars and at a racetrack, especially a circuit like Brands Hatch, a very famous circuit. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. I definitely recommend you guys, if you do enjoy racing, just go down to a track day. Certainly, you know, in your own car would be ideal and do some laps. you could just go down and just hang out. If you just fancy just going to just pop down to a track, as far as I can tell, it's pretty much open. I don't know if you're supposed to just be here without having signed up, but there was nothing stopping us. We could just be here. I have actually, of course, paid to be on the track, but there's nothing stopping me. So thoroughly enjoyable, and it's been really interesting for me. Really good learning experience to figure out how it all works. That thing is so loud. I've got no idea what engine he's got in that, or exhaust, but that's so loud. Yeah, anyway, that's the track day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was very informative for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.